has been relating to the life of unlucky children over 20 years. Being brought happiness, smile, health and peace to those children is her greatest solace, and those children are too. Miss Huong, the person they still call by mom, is their fountain of love, is hope for their misfortune and miserable childhood. However, there is few people know that childhood of the woman who has a beautiful name is the same them, even it is more lamentable than them. As soon as she was newborn, her parents got rid of her at the sidelines of life. From that day on, she was like a fledgling lost mother and had to cope with difficulties in her life. When she was 8 years old, she must wander about the streets, parks, to sell water, bread during every day, and slept at side work or in the market stall at night. Few years later, she roamed about country and had to work all hard and dangerous jobs to save her life. Day by day, her small and fragile body was washed away by full of thorns and pitfalls. She wished she had a simple and peaceful life as other people, but that never happens. She not only was beat by hooligans because of violating their areas, but also was raped by lascivious guys. Even more terribly, her foster father occasionally attempted to rape her. Suffering continues when villain guys and madams often force her to earn money for them by begging or cheating others. The more she tried to escape the black mud, the more she was tortured to exhaust both physically and mentally by them. That is all for her miserable childhood. Perhaps forever there will not have any medicine could heal the wounds inside her. Marvelously, despite being pushed down the bottom of the hell, her desire and ambition is not stamped out, whereas they are more intense than any time. Especially in spite of living in a world seemingly without love, she is still filled with the compassion for unfortunate children. It is admirable when she adopted a newborn baby abandoned, even if she could not take care of herself by the age of 16. Her first cute and pitiful daughter was named huynhtieuhuong and received all love from her. Not only endowed, but also abandoned children in a park or a hospital, she also brought them to nourish. Gradually, the young mother huynhtieuhuong had a dozen of adopted children. Although she did not know how to feed them, she still used her arms to protect them. More than anyone, she understood that if she did not do that, then their life will be buried and put out like her. She did various businesses, such as doing worker, washing cars, selling drink, selling coffee, to earn money to feed their children. The knowledge and love is the most valuable capital that she brings to her children. Thanks to her upbringing, they are all obedient, polite children. The pieces of hard lives that have met, loved, and linked them together into a family. Living with children, caring, and upbringing of children can help her forget difficulties and challenges in front of her eyes. It is said that one good turn deserves another, and there are moments in her life she thinks too. Witnessing Tiểu Hương hard life, a Taiwanese businessman named Quang Chao Lai tried to help her by adopting her as a foster child. Farewell to the days of miserable life, he brought to her and her daughter a better life. Thought that her life was returned to a new period, but misfortune has not yet disengaged her. Then, unexpectedly, one day Chao embraced her in his arms. She realized Chao's kindness had an ulterior motive. Passing through many hardships, a little foolish girl Tiểu Hương was old enough to realize she was extremely being abused and exploited. Many times she was going to jump into the Saigon River to release from hard life, and that her suicide did awake him, so he decided to offset her pain, her loss, for a fraction of his fortune by giving her 20 gold trees, and he promised to run away this place. Above all, Tiểu Hương understands that there are no gold and jewels on the planet could be exchanged of honor, dignity, and damage he caused to her, but she still got his compensation. She thought that it was not for herself, but for the miserable children. Many people advised her to use that money to take care of herself, but the cries of the abandoned children, the sound of earnest supplication of the rejected old man, urged her to enter the charity. In addition, to help the wounded homeless children to sell newspapers, ice cream, so the remainder of money was used to buy a house where her children see it as an accommodation. From now on, her house became a reliable and safe place for the unfortunate lives. They were eaten, relaxed, cared carefully, and welcomed closely when they were here. She is willing to bathing and washing, cleaning wounds, or cooking for them by herself. Before her sweetness and kindness, they feel to be comforted. The lack of family love has made her more cherished and treasures them. In other words, they have added to her lack of love with her. However, her dream is not over there. She wants a larger area to build a dream house for orphan, homeless, disabled, lonely people, etc. The house will have the literacy and vocation classes, have a recreation art, park, sports centers, rehabilitation for disabilities children, production areas to improve their life. She has never gone to school, thus, in possible conditions, she wants her children to be arriving in the best school. Knowing her idea, many individuals and organizations support with enthusiasm. Vietnam Disabled Children Aid Association is one of them. After many tries, finally, quehuongcharitycenter, her dream home, was established in Bình, Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh in 2001. Initially, center nurtured and educated about 30 helpless children. She both gave food, clothes to her children and called the volunteers to work at the center. Thanks to the compassion of Mother Tiểu Hương and volunteers of the center, most of them feel warm and happy when they lived in this family. As the number of orphan and disabled children was admitted more and more, Tiểu Hương went to Bình province to buy large pieces of land of 2,100 square meters to build branch forth in 2000. With the active support of the authority of Bình Province, Tiểu Huong concentrated all her capital to improve facilities school. Quê Hương Charity Center 4th was officially put into operation in Tân Long Village, Tân Đông Hiệp, Giang District, Bình Province on December 2003. Indeed, by having the advantages of land and school condition in Bình Province and increasing the number of abandoned children, from that day now, Quê Hương Charity Center is to nurture and educate 322 orphans and handicapped people, including 125 newborn children. Not only increasing the number of children, but also developing infrastructure is the most noticeable thing of the center through 10 years' work. From an area of 2,100 square meters with simple housing and classrooms was made from bamboo in the past. But now, center has been extended to 10,000 square meters to have places for entertainment education. Also, to put the operation of the Quê Hương Center increasingly scientific, modern, and sustainable development, Tiểu Huong did not hesitate to invest tens of millions for shopping, cameras, laptops, cars, printers, braille books, sewing machines. Taking care of children is difficult, so it is more difficult for disability children. However, under Quê Hương shelter, all the children are being cared and educated in the best ways. What's pathetic? When the eyes no longer see the light, but the teachers always listen to all. These hands cannot write on paper, but they be still learned by the braille textbooks. Besides attending subjects at school, they are taught computer and foreign languages. In particular, many gifted children are taught to perform circus, magic, puppetry to make their lives more fun and abundant. Being lived in love and concern of hers, the kids are well behaved and hard study. Many children have now become business people, teachers. For example, Mr. Huynhtieuhuong and Miss Ngô Thủy Nhân, street kids, now are a director and chief accountant of Vision Limited, an enterprise specializing in introduced motorcycle parts due to the love of Mother Tiểu Huong. For them, all is like a dream that Mother Tiểu Huong is fairy who makes good things. Do not forget their origins and thank for her foster Tiểu Huong. They are trying to continue her charities activities to succeed the dreams of unhappy childhood. As for Tạ Văn Trọng, that the love of Mother Tiểu Huong helps him remove self-esteem, inferiority complex inside him. His Mother Tiểu Huong has changed him, so he can live more active and wants to sacrifice much more to others. After years of striving to learn, now he has become a braille teacher for the children at Quê Hương Center. There are many disability children, young people nationwide who have overcome difficulties and gotten success, had her help behind those success. She did all those charity works in secret, and she hopes everyone tries together to have a country with the poor and unfortunate children. Spending 20 years for charity career and 10 years for Quê Hương home, Tiểu Huong ignores the personal happiness and still singles at the age of 45. Perhaps because she is responsible for a father and a mother, she was soon ill. Now she has breast cancer, gastrointestinal tumors, and hemodialysis. Her life is as a lamp in front of the wind. However, this beautiful woman has not yet taken care of herself. She gives all her capital and her life for the unfortunate lives, the single elderly, the poor studious children. She said with us that the three greatest wishes in her life is that building houses and classrooms for children, a charity hospital and international school for poor children orphans. Currently, her assets, along with contribution of donors everywhere, is used to build new housing classrooms for children with an area of 1 hectare. Two remaining wishes. Huong hopes the unfortunate lives will receive share from community. It is hard to tell exactly about her arduous struggle as well as desire which she wants to bring happiness to the miserable, solitary life. It is said that one swallow doesn't make a summer. So I hope community will do something to express their sympathy, love, kindness to many unfortunate children in this life.